Hello guys, I'm Tristan Lambert, and today I'm going to be telling a scary story called Wankerchief. Wankerchief is a scary being that is rumoured to have existed for a few hundred years. Wankerchief has sworn an oath to protect every single posh twat in the world, and if you hear a posh twat say the phrase Wankerchief, then you need to run, because if you don't, he will get there and kill you. Wankerchief is described as someone who has a black moustache, a top hat-like hat, and a black cane-like stick with his small pistol that he carries with him at all times. What makes Wankerchief scary is that if you see him, it is already too late. You will be his next victim. And what also makes him scary is that it's hard to distinguish whether a posh twat is saying handkerchief or wankerchief, and some people get confused and wind up dying because Wankerchief got there and killed them. Posh twats normally use the phrase because they want to see poor people die because they're such posh twats. Despite Wankerchief being such a scary being, there are people who have claimed to have survived Wankerchief before, and here are some of their stories. The first story comes from a 29-year-old man in 1969. He was in England one day when in the distance he claimed he saw some kind of scary posh being. When he had a closer look, he realised it was Wankerchief, and when he saw there was Wankerchief, he ran so far and so fast that he never returned to that place again. The second story comes from a 27-year-old woman in 1968. She was in Scotland one day when, in the distance in one of the windows, she claimed she saw some kind of scary being with a moustache. When she got a closer look, she realised it was Wankerchief, and when she realised this, she ran so fast and so far that she never returned to that place again. Overall, Wankerchief is a relatively easy being to avoid. You just have to make sure that you don't go near any posh twats too much, as you may become his next victim. So, that was Wankerchief. So if you enjoyed this video, remember to give it a like, and remember to subscribe, and goodbye, and I will see you in the next video.